All right, we've got the green light on YouTube. We've got the green light on our streaming software. All right, all right. Bada bing, bada bang. There it is. We are live. It is bright here. It's a bright day here in the Midwest in which we are located. Anyways, what in the world are we doing today? We're live on YouTube just to hang out, and this is how I like to just share stories and kind of just hop on the camera, and rather than creating a video, which we could totally do, and create and upload, throughout the week, I think I just have a lot more fun live, throwing it out there. Anyways, today is Sunday. What is today? It is January 30th, 2022. We're wrapping up the first month of the new year. And my goodness, I want to hop on and just say, who in the world is Nathan Sweats? So let's change that real quick. What is the title of this live stream? It is not the Yacht Rock Radio Show. It is Who is Nathan Sweats? Bada bing. Tune in for the continuous live stream. All right. So this is something that has been on not just my mind, it's been on others, and I have a trouble of, you meet new people and you go into the world and you try to, network or whatever and meet new people, but they have no clue who in the world you are, and you have no clue who in the world they are. And so there's big miscommunication as line goes down, and there's opportunity for, errors to be made of like who that person is. And so I'm thinking to myself, well, goodness gracious, we've got one heck of a timeline here so far as, we're only 21 years old, but goodness, time is precious, life is precious in general, and I figured I'd just hop on and explain a little bit who I am as we light a candle here to set the tone. This is really important, I think, just in everyday life, understanding people, understanding who they are. But again, who cares at the end of the day? Take in what you want to take in, and if you don't want to learn about people, if you are narcissistical, then go run off in the world, have fun. Here we are, live on YouTube with Nathan Sweats here, and I think we're going to go in snippets. You can't explain a whole life in a day, but, maybe I can go back to just a little snippet of the life. I think something that's evolutionized, that's brought me to this point so far here. And again, this is great for anyone out there that wants to be able to learn about someone. This is it right here. Doing it off the top of my head and doing it right here, right now. Ooh, hold on there. All right. So anyways, I grew up in the Midwest. Always was a Midwestern guy. My family, my mother was from Canada. She was born there, raised there. She was one of 3 siblings. Her parents were both Dutch, and they were both immigrants to Canada around, after World War II wrapped up. They came to Canada both as immigrants, and they ended up opening a family business, selling trailers, and they were bankers and worked very hard. And my grandparents are still alive, and they're still working, actually in their 70s. They're not retiring, at least from what I know. They work very hard, and they've been successful at it because they just had that in them. And they had 3 siblings, and when they grew up enough to be old enough to go to college, damn, they sent them right to the States to get them out the house, to go to college, and to figure out their lives. And honestly, at the end of the day, their expectation was kind of, 2 out of 3 of them moved back to Canada to work for the family business. My mother met my father, and they started moving around the country, all around the U.S. of A., and they ended up getting married, and my mom was the one to stick here, man. And we had siblings. I had siblings growing up all around the country. Here we are in the Midwest so far, and they kind of settle down, whatever. So that's what brings us here, a little bit of Canadian in it, a little bit of the U.S. of A. birthed right here in this great country. And and man, what a blessing it is. And the chances of it even happening was very, very low, from grandparents being overseas and then family, whatever, all of that. So that's like kind of the gravestone, or the ground, the grounds of what even brings us into the world. But man, when growing up, great family, everything going on, but we're not going to dive into all that. What I really wanted to bring up is the time from when I was in high school or grade school, higher grade school, into the college realm, which is, again, this is the last like 5 years anyways. What is it like to be a college student? I'm a student right now, journalism, media communications. Like, what are you even doing, man? How did you even like radio, or why do you like TV, or why do you like music, or why do you like real estate? All these things like that I'm interested in. And did I grow up as a guy that was like a huge Pittsburgh Steelers fan right when I came out the womb? Even though I came out like a football flying right out the womb, I was not a fan of the Pittsburgh Steelers. We liked the Indianapolis Colts growing up, which is now at Lucas Oil Stadium, and man, I want to go there very badly. I didn't grow up as a Steelers fan, but I am now, and it's just became things as like individual interests came and started deriving, but I didn't grow up with like huge hobbies or anything like that. Honestly, growing up, what were the hobbies even going around? It was skateboarding, biking, totally. We used to have ramps on the asphalt, right on the asphalt ramps, and we'd go ramp the skateboards, and we would fall. We had a ditch at our first house, so we would set up a ramp, and we'd go skateboard into the ditch and jump off the skateboard. But I didn't like follow through with any hobbies like that. I'm the guy that bounces around. I'm just interested in the world, man. I'm interested in experiences, and that's really, when it comes down to it. So getting asked going into university and, hey, what's your major gonna be? What are you gonna do with your life? That's the question that I absolute hate. And we don't say hate growing up. It's a very, very strong word. You hate it? Like, that's the tippity top, man. It's just no good. But I really do believe that I hated that question when I had that kind of weird pressure. I'm sure there are millions and hundreds of thousands of other kids growing up that are probably going to be in my position where when they want to go to university, they're thinking of themselves like, or they get asked, what's your major going to be? And they're like, I don't know. How am I supposed to know? I've got this little brain that, I'm 18, 19. I had sex when I was 16, and I started playing around with girls, started drinking and partying, and started doing these things. But at the end of the day, I don't know what I want to do with my life, because at the end of the day, guess what? You still know absolutely nothing in the world. You've been in a system of growing through blessed education and growing up and having structure, continuous structure, minus Christmas break and 2.5 months of summer break. Other than that, the structural support has been there. You haven't had the opportunity, even been thrown into the world where you have to create structure, you have to sign up for a job, pay expenses, you've got to make yourself in this world, or in this country, actually, this blessed country that we're in, the US of A. And who can you blame someone, that doesn't really know what's going on? But it's like one of those super lame opening questions for grandma or aunts or family or newcomer people and just acquaintances, to be like, it's a super lame question on their part to say, hey, what do you do? Great. I have a small brain. I'm 18. I'm going to university, and I don't know what my decision and what I'm going to do for literally the rest of your life. By the way, a career is very hard to actually fully accomplish. I don't even know what the complete definition of having a successful career. Success means different to every single person, as it should be anyways. Like, how do you even define success? And so I had that going into university, and man, the high school days, the 4 years of going through that. It was just very interesting. I had the highs and lows sort of thing. Not a super, super depressive kid. I was, at the end of the day, kind of an oddball. Sort of went with the crowd. Sort of just wanted to be kind of accepted into a group. So I kind of ran with a group, and we did the partying and stuff, and kind of made some dumb decisions. At the end of the day, we're blessed to be alive, and just kind of rolled with it, man. And I remember when I was about 18 and graduating high school, I was so stoked and ready to have a new opportunity to just live a new life. And I'm like, yeah, I've been alive for 18 years, and you had the opportunity to do it then, but no, this was the time to be able to do that. And again, like not having being a Steelers fan right at the womb, not having like the thing to run with. Didn't necessarily, I didn't have that. So it was just looking for the new path, a new opportunity, which absolutely university presented to itself, man. And that was the best thing that ever happened to me, like being a kid from the Midwest, never even saw a damn ocean. Remember graduating high school, dipped to Phoenix, Arizona to go visit a buddy, move him out of his girlfriend's house, and we went straight to LA with everything in his car, with over 250,000 miles on the Toyota Camry. And we just drove, and I saw an ocean for the first time. And that changed my life. I mean, it absolutely changed my life. There's nothing like it. Just knowing there's an entire world out there that you're missing out on, that all the people living on the coast are experiencing day in and day out, and people are vacationing there, and people are seeing this, and who cares if people see it or not? At the end of the day, it's there. I mean, it's our world, it holds the potential for an experience. And I was a kid that I didn't experience any of that. I mean, just a kid from the Midwest, like grew up with a good family and everything, and didn't have solidified goals set in place or anything like that. But I lacked the experience. We didn't do. We were a middle class family. We didn't go on vacations across the world. Didn't even. The only trips we do was to go see our family in Canada. And that was a blessing in itself. Saw the Great Lakes, but not the ocean. So that absolutely changed it for me, man. And I realized like what you could do as an 18-year-old. What a perfect opportunity. But what does it even mean to be a college student? Like that's the basis of being a university student, anyways, is to be able to learn and explore and find things that fit your suit, and have a good time and really just learn about yourself. It shifts the structure into a new sort of way, and man, was that ever the case in my journey. And in the future, we'll do streams. I think maybe this week I'll just do streams and explaining kind of year by year leading up to this point and where we're at and what the future's going to hold on. Because, man, it all changed, like seeing an ocean for the first time and seeing your eyes as far as the eye can see, and it's just straight water, thinking, that's most of the earth. And I'm here, not seeing a palm tree until you're 18, and just knowing inside that this life is going to be one heck of a ride. We're going to do things that we've never experienced before, and I'll be able to offer that to people that haven't experienced it yet. And I think that's something that really, it flipped a switch inside of me once I saw the waves just hitting the rocks and bouncing right up to us, and having the freedom just to cruise around and explore the free world. To be able to bring that home, to be able to share that with people that don't even leave their county for their entire lives. That's what was special. That really changed it up. And man, was I ever blessed for it. But there was one other factor, one factor that was just as, if not even more important, that kind of laid the foundation of where we're at right now. And that was when, I didn't play. I played the trumpet back in like 6th and 8th grade. Dropped it after that. Started going into woods classes, screwing around and pissing off teachers and everything. And one day, it was my last year of high school and last few months of school to go to, and I was in some business class or something like that, and I just looked down, I started drawing, and I drew out a guitar, like an acoustic guitar, and I just had that, like, something hit me, like, super hard. And it says, you gotta play. And I just really, really wanted to play a guitar. I'm like, I don't know how to play a guitar. Like, who in the world knows how to play a guitar? Not me. And but I really wanted to so bad. So I started looking at them online right there. And then I realized there's one friggin' at my house in the basement just waiting for me. So I went home that day and started and realized that it wasn't so damn easy. And I started practicing, and I played the guitar and picked that up, and that absolutely changed my life because I realized I didn't have to be in some group following them and following their nature and their and being nurtured and having to say the right thing and do the right thing, because guess what? I found something that I enjoyed myself and that could give me my own satisfaction, give me my own verification, and I did not have to get some stupid validation from anyone else. And that absolutely shifted it. And I'm not saying that lasted every single second of the life, because that's not going to happen. But guess what? That thing absolutely shifted to a point where I said to myself, guess what? You can get out of this. Guess what? There's things out there that you can do that you find interesting, that you can go and fulfill and succeed. And whether it's a hobby or a career, it doesn't matter. I can enjoy my damn life because there are so many things, an infinite amount of things to go pursue and just enjoy, man, rather than just driving around aimlessly in some stupid small town and having nothing else to do. So that really shifted it for me. And we're going to end it there because that little segment is so powerful. And from that lays the foundation as to where my life has led up to now and to what the future really does hold. So, I mean, everything, things are so powerful in your lives. And I'm curious as to what it is for you. Do you have things out there that absolutely shifted your life like a snap of a finger? You just started drawing something, or you saw something, or did you grow up right out the womb being a Pittsburgh Steelers fan? What is that thing? Let us know in the comments. I want to see it and just connect on it. So I know that we do talks, and we'll just follow up throughout the week and keep it chatting here on the show. It'll be a good time for a good time. So, again, check us out on social media only because we do the Yacht Rock radio show. We post other content throughout the week. I got, all the contents on there to connect and network a little bit. So, it's Instagram is at Nate Sweats, SWETS. Find it on there. Come hang out. Let's connect on there. And let me know you came from YouTube. So we can really connect on a cool, deep little level there. It's a good time. And again, I love doing these little live streams. So who in the world is Nathan Sweats is a stupidly vague question there. But you know what? We're going to break it down piece by piece and as we learn about other people too. So you guys have a great rest of your Sunday. Enjoy it. It's the NFL Championship starting right now. So go check it out. Watch the NFL, and we'll see you around. All right, have a good day, everyone. Bye-bye.